Are you finding yourself struggling with trusting a person, a situation, until you get facts or evidence to give you that sense of trust, so then you'll trust further? But find that maybe your lack of trust is preventing you from getting that foundation built to begin with. Sounds like chicken egg kind of scenario. I'll trust you, or I'll trust this when I get evidence in order to trust it. But if your energy, if your frequency, if your behavior is built on a lack of trust, will that evidence ever present itself? Chicken egg, which comes first? If you find yourself in this situation, maybe instead of chasing this trust loop, decide ahead of time that you're going to trust the situation, so that your energy and your presence shows up in a different way to further support the presentation of evidence that will allow you to continue to build that foundation. This made sense to me when I realized it was part of an ego's trick to be right. Let's play out a scenario. You're not trusting a person or a situation. Your ego, in my opinion, is creating these false narratives that, oh, they're probably doing this, or this is probably going to happen, or this probably isn't happening, or they're probably not doing this, or XYZ. It fills in all these stories. And then by you not trusting that person and over-subscribing to these stories causes you to show up and behave and be insecure and put out all this angsty, anxious energy into the situation, which makes the other person not trust you, which prevents them from being able to show up and feel safe and create this evidence that your ego is looking for in order to build that foundation of trust. So when that plays out, oftentimes that person or that situation is pushed away from you, and then the ego says, aha, I was right. Well, do you want to be right, or do you want to be vulnerable? Would you rather be proven right to your ego or for your ego, but then have pushed that person or that situation away, but then you're without that person? Self-fulfilling prophecy, as we've heard it. Or would you rather choose to trust on the first step from day one, or today, this moment, saying, I'm choosing to trust you, which equals I'm choosing to be vulnerable, which equals I'm willing to be caught off guard and I'm willing to be hurt. However, that scenario presents itself, at least the opportunity for it to work out, for the person to stay, for the opportunity to come your way. So do you trust that you'll be able to manage yourself, pick yourself up if you're caught off guard? Or are you going to trust this false narrative that will almost certainly push this situation away? Decide.